Evaporation is the process where liquid turns into gas. Evaporation is caused by a change in heat. When water molecules heat up, they move faster and faster and turn into water vapor. In terms of surface area, the larger the surface area, the faster something can evaporate. The water molecules in a larger surface area have more room to leave the container as water vapor. As you can see here, the shallow container lost all of its water, but this tall container seems to be slightly below 30. They both started with 30 milliliters of water. The shallow container had more surface area, allowing all 30 milliliters of water to go up into the air. But in this tall container, it was contained, so less water vapor was able to escape. In the covered and uncovered containers, we can see that the covered container hasn't lost any water, but this uncovered one, it has lost about 50 milliliters of water, and they both started with 300. The reason that this covered container didn't lose any water is because this right here keeps the water vapor molecules from being able to escape. They just hit the top, so they can't get out. So the same amount of water remains. In the uncovered container, it's all able to escape over time. So that's why in the same period of time, the uncovered container was able to lose much more water than the covered container. Now, the more humid air is, the more saturated it is, so less evaporation occurs. If it's a humid day, the humidity is high, the saturation is high, so there's going to be less evaporation occurring because there's already so much saturation in the air. So there's not as much room for water vapor. But if it's more of a dry day, that water vapor can escape into the air and make it more saturated, and more is able to escape. All liquids can evaporate. It happens in our day-to-day lives, like a wet towel, for example, and it applies to all of these scenarios. If you leave a wet towel out on a windy day, it is going to dry faster because wind allows evaporation to occur faster because it is moving those molecules away.